Number one thing you might not know about me is I love dark chocolate, the sea salt, caramel. These are milk chocolate, but I like dark chocolate. As you jump on, say, what's up in the comments. This is going to be a really, really good live. At least that is my intention for all of you beautiful people on this amazing, incredible Tuesday evening. If this is the first time you've ever seen me live, drop hashtag newbie in the comments. If you are watching me and you know that I am totally weird, totally love to just throw stuff out there, drop me your favorite emoji. I took notes for this live, you guys. You know this is about to get real up in here. Okay, this is Amanda Smith. I'm coming to you from my basement, and there are things that people don't want to show you. Straight up, I have been seeing some stuff on Facebook, on the news, on Instagram, on like just so much. And hey. I wanted to talk to you guys about the view. The best view comes after the hardest climb is what I wrote down. And it is true. It's absolutely true. And there is a lot of stuff happening where people just need some authenticity up in here. And I hope and pray that I can deliver this message with as much real Amanda as I can. Because that's my goal. That's why I shifted my life in April. Because I wanted to get real. So if you feel like you should share this, hit the share button. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you. Hashtag replay. All right, who's ready to get started on this? Give me some hearts. Show me you're here. Yes, children are very, very authentic, Cindy. Hi, Chelsea. Who else? Hi, Ashley. Hi, Becca. Yeah. I love it. You guys are jumping on. Look at all those emojis. Okay, cool. Okay, let's get this started. First of all, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like behind the scenes in my life, because this is my basement. There's storage. I work out down here. I tan down here. My kids play down here. And this little corner is my office. So I really have a problem with inauthenticity right now. I have a big issue with people telling you things that are just flat not true. So I decided I would show you life is not always cherries and rainbows, you guys. Like, I'm the most unorganized person on the planet, and I'm working on it every day. So I decided 3 months ago to move my beautiful office that had bookshelves and a fancy desk and, gosh, hundreds of dollars, right? For what? I didn't even enjoy sitting in it. I never sat in it. Matter of fact, most of the time I sat in my kitchen. And I decided to move it all downstairs in my unfinished business basement and run my business from here. This is where we keep our Christmas stuff. This is where I keep all of the extra stuff I have going around in the world. So if you guys want to see what my basement looks like, what my office looks like, where I create all this magic from, I want you guys to put a 1 in the comments. Because why not? 1 if you want to see my basement. The mess that is my real life. Right? Because a lot of times, and there's a point to this, but a lot of times in life, all you see is what people want you to see. This perfect image of this perfect life and this perfect everything. Life is not perfect. Matter of fact, most of the time it's a shit show. Hashtag shit show if you guys are okay with profanity up in here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you guys my basement. So I have my selfie stick here. I want to show you what happened right before I come on live. I was going to put all my nice, freshly organized backgrounds, because I've got new backgrounds for you guys. I was going to put them up, but look at that. They just fell. They're like right on the floor everywhere. Okay, this is my desk. That is my other desk. This is my workout room / storage unit. And ta-da, it's unfinished, you guys. There's just like, you know, insulation back there. And this is where my kids play. Like gymnasium madness up in here. So If you guys ever thought that my life was perfect outside of this little, what is this? I don't know, depends on your phone, I guess. 3-inch by 5-inch screen that you're looking on. I'm here to tell you I'm real. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I screw up. I say things I shouldn't say. I apologize for it. I yell at my kids sometimes. I get mad at my husband. Sometimes I'm not so great with money. But if you guys want to ask me a question, put your questions in the comments and I will be real and raw and authentic with you throughout this whole live. I'm just going to pop in. This is a Q&A, but I want to get to my point. So if you guys are ready for my point in this live, drop me some hearts. The best view comes after the hardest climb. Here is some tips, right? We all like, some advice, right? We all like to have advice in our life. Be real. Number 1, be real. Number 2 is show up. Show up for yourself and for the people that you care about. Show up. Number 3, be authentic. Number 4, be consistent. You guys ready for this? This is going to be a good one, huh? Are you guys telling it like I'm bringing the heat here? Can you guys tell? Most people are not showing you the view from behind the scenes. Most of the time on all social media, which I just found out, right? Like Facebook's a free app and it affects your life so much. You don't even have to pay for it. So guess what? You can take a break. You can turn your phone off. You can spend quality family time with the people that you love and you're not going to get in trouble. Promise. We get addicted to it. Most people are not showing you the real view of their life. I'm seeing people post on Facebook that they make so much money. I know the truth. Whoa, how can you post that when I know what's actually going on? Like, what in the world? Okay. And a lot of times, because of that, we feel less than. We feel less than we are because we see other people having more than we have in our current situation. So this is a very kind, gentle reminder that you have everything you need to change your life or to continue on the path you're on. You are 100% unconditionally loved. You are supported. There is so much that is beautiful about you. So if you're struggling, I send you so much love and so much gratitude for you being here, for you showing up on this planet, in this lifetime, in this world, in this space. The first step is admitting I am addicted to Facebook. Yeah, I've had to take a break. That's one of the reasons I changed my life in April. If you have an iPhone, you can go to your settings and you can go into your battery and then you can actually see how much time do you spend on social media? How much time do you spend on games or watching the news? Your battery life will show you and you can click on the little clock. It'll actually tell you hours. Before April, I was spending upwards of, I think it was 23 hours a week on Facebook. Whoa, now it's less than 3. I don't get on. I get on to post. I get on to like a few posts. I make sure I'm engaging with my team. I make sure that I'm creating content. Other than that, you guys, I'm living my life. Like people say, I don't have time to post on Facebook. Okay, that's not a priority for you. That's fine. On Facebook all the time. What are you creating? I might have to answer this phone call. So are you guys okay with sticking with me? Because if he calls back, I need to answer it. But okay, so be real, show up, be authentic, and be consistent. Who has problems being consistent in their life? Put a 2 in the comments because I'm all about consistency, but organization, whoo. What was it? Oh, consistent. Consistent. Put a 2 if you guys have trouble being consistent. And then ask yourself why. My husband and I are looking for our first home together. My anxiety has been through the roof. Regardless of how much I work to control it, what helps you get through the tough times? Staying present. Absolutely 100% staying present. Because if you're living in the future, you have anxiety. If you're living in the past, you have regret, right? Like there's always so many emotions. Stay in the present. Enjoy every single aspect of this. It will come. It's like life is so beautiful when you allow it to be. Yes. Consistency is difficult, especially when you have a lot of stuff going on. But I'm here to tell you guys that people don't want to see you at your best. They want to see you deal with the tough stuff. They want to see how you handle adversity, how you handle trouble, how you handle, life. And that's one of the reasons that I have been consistent on my lives and consistent with showing up with you guys, because it hasn't been peaches and rainbows. It hasn't been butterflies and, unicorns. It's been tough, but I can tell you, hang on just a second. Okay, sorry, I had to text and I got to go yell at these kids. I hope that I told them to leave me alone, but now I kind of hope they come down here. Okay, so people don't want to see you at your best. They want to hear how you deal with the tough stuff. That's one of the reasons I've been consistently showing up for myself, right? Because I literally have gone through hell and back in the last 5 months. And it has been the most amazing, incredible journey that I've ever been on. Because when I finally realized that the value system that I was paying attention to wasn't working, wasn't helping me feel fulfilled, wasn't helping me feel loved. Matter of fact, I felt depleted at every turn of my life. These kids are right here. Hang on just a second, guys. Ashton! Ashton! Go home! You have cheer practice! I do? Yep. Can Cadence come? I don't care. Okay. Have her take her phone. All right, sorry guys. That's real life right there. Ha ha! You just got to hear me yell at my not even my kid, right? I said go home. Hope Jesse watches this. Okay, so this is the thing, is we all have stuff that we're dealing with, hard stuff. And it's really hard to know when you can talk about it, who you can talk to things with, right? And it's funny because I thought I had people I could talk to. I really did. And when I realized that I didn't, it made me realize that I had so much more to learn, so much more to grow through, right? And every single person I'm here to give you, hi Sherry, you got to hear me yell at my kids, that's awesome. I'm here to tell you that every experience you have ever been through, somebody else needs you to shine the light for them. Somebody else needs to know that it's okay to lose their dad, that it's okay to lose one of their body parts, like my uterus, right? People need to know that it's okay to have money problems, that it's okay to screw up. People need to know that your marriage isn't perfect. People need to know that you have children and they're not always put together, right? People need to know you struggle with your weight. People need to know that this is something that we all deal with. How comfortable are you with being authentic to the people that look up to you, right? I consider myself somebody that people look up to. The messages I get, the clients I have coming in, right? Like people look up to me. If I had it perfect, how much of an inspiration would I be? Honestly, if you have all of your shit figured out, man, I don't know if I'd want to follow you, because I personally would feel like I was failing at every aspect of my life, because I continuously show up. Right? Doesn't mean I'm doing it perfect. Doesn't mean I have my hair done and my makeup done and I'm dressed to the nine every day. Absolutely not. That's not the authentic me. I tried that. My gosh, my phone. I tried that. It didn't work. People want content. They don't want to get on your live and hear you just chat. They want to have value created. I wonder if I just leave it up. My phone is literally blowing up. That's like 15 messages in the last 10 seconds. Okay. I love group messages with our team. It's amazing. So show up, be consistent, but provide value, right? Like, I hope this live inspires people that you really are doing okay. You really do have a beautiful life. You really are doing just fine, even if you can't pay your bills, even if you and your husband got in a fight last night, even if you had trouble getting to your kids to school on time this morning and it's only the second day of school. Literally, you're fine. You are amazing. You are incredible. And this is a beautiful life. Don't be so hard on yourself, guys. Don't be so hard on yourself. Okay, they want to know they're not alone in the climb. People want to know that there's other people that are working on their shit show, right? Like, people want to know that it's okay. It's okay that my basement is a disaster. It's okay that I got all my laundry put away today, but there's like a whole day's worth of dishes sitting in my sink. People want to know it's okay that I fed my kids ramen noodles twice today. Like, it's okay. As long as you have love in your heart and you're showing up and you're not being an asshole, it's okay. So I hope that this inspires people. Okay, I'm going to get into the tough stuff. Here's what you do not want to do. Somebody put in caps across the comments. Do not do. This is what you don't want to do. This is how you don't want to show up. This is what the things that will make people feel like crap around you. This is the things that people will look at you and be like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know she thought like that." Right? These are the things. Do not do. Don't lie. Please do not lie. Tell the truth. If you're struggling, just admit it. If your business is failing, don't say that it is amazing and incredible and you're going on all these vacations. Just stop. Ah! Don't demand things of people. Please, for the love of all things holy, do not demand people to do things. If you don't do this, then you're only successful if you do this. Blah. Don't do that. Don't do that. People want to feel loved. I was in the military, you guys. I promise you, it depleted my whole soul to be like just pushed down, 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 down. It took me years to get out of that. I'm still working on it. You know, I still eat and shovel my food in because we only had 5 minutes to eat our lunches. My husband says I eat like I'm a sailor. I'm like, I'm working on it, babe. I promise. I'm trying to enjoy my food. Don't spam people. Nobody wants to see spam. I want to know about you. I like you. I love your life. I want to be part of it. I want to see what you do. I want to see the days that you had that were incredible. I like seeing dinner dates with your husband and first days of school pictures with your kids. I love to see your real life. If I'm interested in your product, I promise you I'll message you and then I'll get on and I'll order. Just like that, I promise. Don't spam people. It's hard to watch. Don't hide yourself. Don't do it. People want to see you. So what if you don't have your hair done? So what if you don't have makeup on? I don't have any makeup on today. Just show up. Show us who you are. Show us. Because that's who I want to follow. I want to follow people that I know that they're just as nuts as me. That they have just as many bad days as I do. That they have tears that come out of their eyeballs in ways that you don't even know they come until they start pouring out. I want to follow people who have heart. I want people to follow me because I have heart. Don't hide. And that goes into the other thing. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. You are not like me, and I'm not like you. And thank God. Because can you imagine if there was 100 Amanda Smiths? Actually, there's 74,000 Amanda Smiths in the United States, but I'm one in a million. So funny. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. I did this. I thought I had to be pretty like this. I thought I had to have money like that. I thought I had to have the car like this. I thought I had to have the perfect house like this. I thought I had to show up like this. Nope. You get the real me now. Sometimes I cuss like a sailor and sometimes I bawl like a baby. Show up. Be authentic. I promise the people that follow you, they follow you because you're you. They don't follow you because you're a pretty background, because of books you have on your shelf, or the college classes you took. They follow you because they love you. The authentic, real you. And always act like you've got an audience of 1,000. If you guys pay attention to that little number up in the corner when you do lives, you will be affected a lot. I don't pay attention to it. I talk to my replay viewers. I talk to my future viewers. I talk to my past viewers. I talk to all you beautiful people that are here right now. I talk to you because you're important. Don't stay where you don't belong. Can we all throw some laughy emojis up there for this one? Like, come on, let's just fill the whole screen with laughy faces. Hi, Jonna. Megan says, it's so difficult for some of us. I have to choose to very carefully say what I can share from my day-to-day life. And most days that means I'm not going to share anything. I know it's tough when you're in your situation, Megan, but you can show up authentically for that as well, right? You can talk about things without talking about things. And that's still very authentic, because do you know how many people are going through situations like you that would love inspiration on the mindset that you have? It's amazing. So there's always a perception on how you can show up, right? Sending you love on that one, girl. Hi, Corey. How are you? Okay. Don't stay where you don't belong. Bah! This sucks. I hate this. I'm miserable. I have no money. Blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to show up every day to work. Even though I hate it and I hate the people I work with, and there's so much gossip and there's so much drama and nobody lives in the same way I do, but I'm going to show up every day and post about it on Facebook and talk about it with my friends and then talk about it with my counselor and then talk about it with my therapist but I'm not going to do anything about it. Don't do that. Don't live in fear like that. Jump, fly, run. Just do something to give yourself the freedom that you deserve in this life. Life is short, you guys. God, it's so short. Why would you go to a job every single day you hate for insurance benefits? I promise you can get really good insurance when you live your dreams. It might be scary for a little while and pray a lot that nobody gets hurt in your family, but I promise you that you're going to be okay. Do it. Start that business. Start it on the side. Work part-time on your future and full-time at your job. Jim Rohn. Show up for yourself. You've only got one life. You might as well live it. You might as well enjoy it. You might as well be in bliss about it. We're not meant to grow up and grow grumpy. We're meant to grow up and have fun, right? We work our whole lives for retirement and then die before we even get to use half of it. And if even retirement will be around by the time I grow up, right? I'm working full-time on my passion and full-time on my job and full-time on my family and loving every single ounce of it. You guys, I have smile lines and I'm proud of them because I smile a lot. I also cry a lot too. I don't get grumpy very often though. Don't blame others. Can we get a fire emoji or a smacky face emoji in the comments for this one? It's nobody else's fault. Your life is the way it is. I promise. Take responsibility. Take responsibility and change it. Shift it. Move the energy. Hire somebody. Get a different perspective on it. It is not anybody else's fault. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hashtag it is what it is. But don't blame others for keeping you in that situation. Get motivated, get inspired, get dedicated, get passionate, get a burning desire inside of your soul and move. Move your energy. Is it going to be tough? Hell yes. Is it going to be challenging? Abso-freaking-lutely. Is it going to be amazing, enlightening, exciting, wonderful? Are you going to lose some sleep? Probably sometimes. Are you going to cry? Yeah, maybe. But I promise, don't blame others. Take responsibility. Walk through those feelings. Walk through that hurt. Walk through that anger. Walk through that frustration. Forgive people. Forgive yourself. Forgiveness is one of the most incredible things you can ever do for yourself. Even if you never, ever, ever tell them, forgive them. And don't create fake stories. Don't make up shit. Don't do that. Don't go out there and say, oh, this happened because of this and this and this, and this is what they were thinking, and then this is what they said, and I just know that that's the way it was. If you don't have the facts, zip it. Creating stories is one of the most detrimental things you can do to yourself. Quote, my husband always does this, and this is why he does it, and I just know that it's like this, unquote. Is that true? Is this really how he is? Is that the reality of the situation? Get real. Pay attention. When you're living in the moment, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth and 2 eyes. It is more important for you to see and listen than it is to create the story. Listen. Honest to God, listen to what people are saying. And then see it. Can you see it from this point of view? Can you see it from this point of view? And can you understand it from this point of view? If you can't, listen again. Listen until you have an understanding without creating a story and blabbing it, because gossip and the untruth travels twice as fast, 5 times as fast, 500 times as fast as the truth, right? You know, the only way to stop that is to say, is this true? And should I post it? Is this a fact? And do I want to be responsible for sharing it? Because how sad is it that there is so much fake news, fake stories, fake thoughts out there that are hurting people? Don't do it. Be real. That's it. That's all I've got for notes. Do you guys have any questions? Do you want to know anything about me? This is a authenticity Q&A. Let me go look through the comments real quick because I was on fire. And then I'm jumping off. I think I said hi to everybody. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, Cindy. I speak absolute truth. I try. It's my truth. Gosh, sometimes I create stories too. Yeah, wait, what? Life's not perfect? I know, right? How do you handle those moments when you kind of lose it with the girls and you know you could have done better? Do you apologize and explain where you are, etc.? With my girls, I absolutely positively explain it to them. Mommy's human. I probably shouldn't have said, that, or I probably shouldn't have gotten so mad at you, or I probably should have just, fed you before I made you put your laundry away, or I get really real with them. But you know what? I made a mistake and I apologize. Just like when you make a mistake with your sister and you accidentally bonk her up against the wall, I make you apologize to her because it's the right thing to do. So absolutely, be authentic with your children. We're creating adults. Why would I go around acting like I'm a perfect human being in front of the children that I'm raising? Because I'm not perfect. I'm always working on me, right? I make mistakes every single day. But I love my kids and I love my husband. My husband and I got in this conversation the other day. Oh my gosh. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I apologize deeply. I didn't mean to say, what I said, and I didn't mean it to come out that way. I just kind of lost my word vomit came out. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings. I hope I didn't, cause you to believe less than I think about you, because my words hurt, right? So absolutely, if we're not authentic with our kids, who can we be authentic with? We're teaching them how to be adults. The first step is admitting I'm addicted to Facebook. Hi, Janelle. My husband and I are looking, I saw that one already. My first home, how do you deal with that? Yeah, because it's no fun. It's challenging when I haven't accepted that it is okay for me to grow even when others aren't. That's ego. It's that shift away from others. Yeah, our ego tries to tell us that it's someone else's fault that we're moving and growing. Our ego also tries to say, well, if they wouldn't have acted like this, right? But in actuality, the more we distance ourselves from others, the more we get connected to ourselves and the more we can be around everyone, right? So I actually had to walk through something very similar about disconnecting, right? And it's hard, but feel your emotions, journal about it, hire a coach, understand that everything is happening for you. How hard you make it, that's a choice, right? I could blame and shame and judge and all kinds of stuff about the things that I've been through in my life, right? My dad committed suicide, you guys. Whose fault was that? Was it his? Was it mine? Was it my mom's? Was it my sister's? Was it my grandma's? Like, was it the medical facility? Like, what happened? Whose fault is it? Or I could just get some really humble pie and be like, you know what? It is what it is, and I forgive in this situation. Now I'm going to work on healing my crap. I'm going to work on healing my story. The why doesn't always matter. The how doesn't always matter. Stop trying to figure it out. Just move forward with the energy of healing and understanding that everything is for you, even if it's really hard shit. And that's so hard to have an understanding about that. Amen, sister. That statement is the most true statement ever I've heard. I don't remember which one it was. I'm glad. That was real, LOL. I know. Hi, Christy. Hi, Trista. Yes. All right. Hey, Jesse's watching. Okay, my daughter's teething and cried all day. I have been trying so hard not to remain frustrated and helpless. I took my son late to school today. I've been putting off my lives because I haven't felt like I'm in the right mood. Holly, sometimes we have to live in the present moment. You're not putting off your lives because you're taking care of your children, right? If your son is teething, sometimes we just have to unplug completely with no guilt. It's okay. It's okay. And if you feel frustrated, call a friend, call somebody that can come sit with him while he's teething. Because I look at it like, what if my body hurt that bad? What if I felt like that? All I would want is to be able to cry and get it out and be loved through it. And it always brings up, if you can't love me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. And so I love to love people at their worst because I deserve to know them at their best. And you can take this from the age of infant to 105. Like, we deserve to have people that will walk through the really hard stuff with us. And a lot of times if we're frustrated, it's because we feel like we're missing out on something, right? Like, what are you missing out on? Your baby is like right there and all he wants is you, right? Your son was late to school. If the school has a problem with that, I was talking to a lady today. She doesn't have Facebook, but they decided not to take their kids to school yesterday because they had stayed up late and they wanted to get them a good night's sleep. And then they were late to school today because she promised she would make them French toast for their first day of school. So they were late to school, but she gave her kid a homemade French toast breakfast. Now you tell me, in the scheme of things, 5 years from now, what is that kid going to remember? Being late to school or the fact that his mom cooked him breakfast and the memory he had from that? The first day of school, my mom made me French toast, right? So sometimes we have to change our perspective on what's important. Don't go live if your kids need you, right? If you work for a business or a company where they're going to get mad at you for, not showing up because you're having a rough time with your family, peace out, right? Like, what is that? Don't stay where you don't belong. Maybe this is the universe saying, it's time for me to show up where I'm supposed to show up. So I hope that helps. Yes, sister. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Dawn. I saw your wife yesterday. I hope you are well. It's so difficult for some of us. Yeah, it is difficult, Megan. Thank you. That means so much. You're welcome, babe. Yes, Christy, that's what you're doing. I try to make life as fun as possible. Mom makes me smile. I know you're such an angel for her. Oh my gosh, Jonna, sending you so much love through that. It is what it is. Choose happiness. Yeah. Amen to forgiveness. Yes, it's all about our perception. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? That's right. I am spot on. How do you stop hiding yourself? You've got to figure out who you are first, right? Like, who am I? I didn't know who I was. I thought having lots of friends over at my house all the time and showing up for everybody and traveling and spending all this money on my team, I thought that was me showing up. But in actuality, that wasn't me showing up at all. That was me trying to be somebody I wasn't. Keeping up with the Joneses or whatever they say. When you show up, you got to go through the motions of learning, right? That's what I wrote in the beginning of this. The best view comes after the hardest climb. So go make mistakes. Go fail forward. John Maxwell wrote a book about it. Go do stuff until you figure out who you are. Oh, that didn't work. Well, that was a success. Who would have thought me painting on a live would create, so much for me in my own life and so much for other people. There's people painting now. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. That's awesome. Right. But when you show up authentically and you follow your intuition, Yeah, you're going to make up mistakes. I stutter on my live sometimes and say, a lot, have 100 phone calls come through from my daughter who's in the next room, right? Like, just show up, make mistakes, and be okay with it. Teaches them to work on themselves for sure. Absolutely. Same applies to me with mom as the kids. Finding balance. Absolutely. As a teacher, it's hard to be French toast over the learning time. I'm grateful you said this, though. I had a student run to school to try not to be late. I appreciate his effort. Yeah, that's a paradigm, right? In your world, being late to school is like, oh my gosh, you can't be late to school. But obviously, if it's happening all the time, there's an issue. But if it's a once in a eon time frame because of a situation, kind of balance, right? Everything is in balance. I had a teacher at one point, she was like, I appreciate that you didn't let Cadence come to school today, because I went and got her homework and stuff, because she was sick. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get this, we're going to get her some soup, and we're going to let her lay in bed, and she'll miss 1 or 2 days of school, and she'll be back, and she'll be healthy. And some parents, they don't do that, right? They let their kids go to school. And obviously that's situational too. So how do you judge somebody? How do you say, oh, it's good for you to take your kid out of school because you work from home and you have a perfect life, right? Well, I don't have a perfect life, but and other parents who are going to work every single day and they don't have that option. So how do you judge, right? And that's where this comes in is, don't be an asshole. Don't blame other people. I have no idea how long I've been live. Holy crap. But I love you guys. I hope this created value for you. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with is redirect your yucky feelings into love. Period. If you're blaming somebody, redirect it. If you are having unworthy issues, redirect it. If you have unforgiveness, if you're condemning somebody, if you're blaming somebody, if you have rage in your heart, is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? And you know what? Damn it, I'm going to redirect this to love. Maybe there's something I don't know personally with my life that I can judge this situation. Just redirect the energy, please. For the love of all things, this world needs more positivity and love right now. There's a lot of hurting people. There's a lot of upset souls. And how do we shift that energy? It starts with us. It starts with us going inside of us and finding the love.